Jesus is the context for interpreting the Bible. But Pharisee Paul, termed the Pharisees' Pharisee, said, nope, the Bible is the context for interpreting you, Jesus. And the Gospel of John, influenced by Paul, and addressed to the Jews, went right along with that, and Christianity loved it. We love the Old Testament. We do not love Jesus as the context. We hate it. If we took Jesus at his word, like we do 62 books of the Bible, but not Jesus. If we took Jesus at his word, like we do in the other 62 books of the Bible, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. He did not say the Old Testament is the way, the truth, and the life. The scribes and the Pharisees are the way, the truth, and the life. He didn't say that. But that's exactly what Apostle Paul decided we should believe. And I presume he believed it. He believed in the Old Testament. Jesus believed in the law, the eternal law, and the prophets. And in saying that, and in so many other ways, he indicated, boy, there's just an awful lot in the Old Testament, in the Torah, that you just really need to understand in the context of me. You need to stop understanding life and God in the context of the Torah of the Old Testament. You need to understand that I am the context. This is just so obvious, and he said it so many other ways. And people don't see it because they've been taught not to see it. They've been taught to be afraid to see anything like that. I am the way, the truth, and the life, he said. He would have said, he would have told people, go study the Old Testament. He didn't. Mary at his feet. He didn't say, go study the Old Testament. Go study the Torah, which she wouldn't have been able to do. He didn't say that to Zacchaeus. Go study the Old Testament. Salvation has come to this house this day because you have repented. And so many other instances, not to mention common sense. Why did Jesus come? Because we weren't getting it from the Torah. We weren't getting it. There was too much of the context of man, except for the prophets, except for the Ten Commandments. The Torah was the context of man, obviously.